Hello there, you're welcome to another interesting edition of my podcast where I give you my opinion, my thoughts on various sporting issues that are making the rounds on the various media space or platforms. But today I'm going to be doing a review of the epic game, epic quarterfinal games yesterday. Wow, wow, wow is all I can say. I'll start with the first game. Well, the start game from my own perspective, which was the Liverpool versus Manchester City game, and that was the start game for me. At the beginning of my preview to the two quarterfinal games, but the Roma versus Barcelona game turned out to be the star game in reality, and I'm going to come to that much later. Right. I did. If you did remember, I mentioned yesterday that it's almost impossible for. It's going to be impossible for Manchester City to overturn the deficit, not because they can't do it, but probably because Liverpool are the only team that have got the sort of firepower and the sort of tactics that could get or that could get Manchester City napping, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. I would have thought Manchester City you know, would have won the game anyway, but not to be able to overturn the 3-0 deficit. But what I did not expect was Manchester City losing at home to Liverpool, and that makes it three times they've lost match to Liverpool. Uh, out of no, that makes it three times they've lost to Liverpool this season. If you remember, they lost 4-3 to Liverpool at Anfield earlier in the season. And if you did remember, I mentioned that Man City was coming to this game on the back of defeat from Manchester United at their Etihad Stadium. I mean, they were supposed to be crowning their dominant and impressive league form by winning the game and picking up or sealing off the Premier League, but that didn't happen. So they were going into this game against Liverpool with some sort of probably they had a mental uphill task to scale. But the game ended 2-1, as you probably know. But the game was marred by controversies from my own perspective. I'll start from the first goal. The first goal leading to Jesus' first goal. I felt Van Dijk was pushed by Raheem Sterling, and that should have been a free kick in favour of Liverpool. But the referee allowed play, and that led to the first goal. So I felt that was the beginning of what we're to expect from the referee. I think the referee decision was not the best on the night, but the best of referees have their off days. And the second controversy for me was the goal scored by Sana. In my opinion, that was a proper goal, and that should have counted. But the referee, disallowed it. And the third controversy was the sending of Jurgen Klopp. I'm sorry, Pep Guardiola. I think at halftime, Pep approached the referee, trying to insist that the second goal indeed actually should have been counted, and the referee sent him to the stands. So, rightfully so, in my opinion, I felt maybe he could have conducted himself better, being a manager of that repute. But um, the result has been decided, and who else um, who else could we have mentioned other than Mo Salah, who has been who has been in a superlative and scintillating form this season, becoming their highest goal scorer in his debut season. He was the difference as well before Firmino scored the second goal that sealed that was more like the icing on the cake for Liverpool. So kudos to Liverpool for winning the game in dominant style, winning 5-1 on aggregate. So Liverpool are advancing to the semi-final, the first time in a very, very long time, and first time Jurgen Klopp is leading them to this stage in the Champions League. So congratulations to the Merseysiders. Now to the game that I think was a star game, the game that sort of defied all odds. If you did remember in my preview, I didn't even spend too much time because I felt it was almost impossible for Roma to overturn the 4-1 deficit. But hey, I did put in a clause there anyway. I said in football, nothing is impossible, that the game is played in 9 minutes. And yesterday, indeed, proved to be the case. Roma had other plans. They defeated Barcelona by 3 goals to nil, and the man you expected to probably show up was curtailed. Edijenko, Florenzi were all firing from all cylinders for AS Roma, and the improbable happened. They scored 3 goals, and I think the one goal they scored in Camp Nou now turned out to be very crucial as the away goal rule counted in the favor of the Italian team side. So Barcelona are out, and Roma has advanced to the quarterfinals. So, well, that's what football is. Football is what it is. It's full of surprises. But with the qualification of Liverpool and Roma, does this now leave the favourites to win the cup to Real Madrid or Bayern Munich? Well, time will tell. But obviously, Liverpool at this stage, have got the history of winning the Champions League 5 times. That's the best by any English club. So history probably may count in their favour. And when you consider the fact that Jurgen Klopp is not new to this sort of competition, so who knows, they might go all the way to the finals. Well, I don't know what your thoughts are. I don't know what your muses are regarding the two important games that we watched yesterday night. You can drop me a note in my comment section. Let me know what you think, whether you have other thought. Do you think the controversies were justified, or do you think the referee, you know, do you think the referee goofed in that game? Let me know what your thoughts are, and until I come your way again, this is Perspective from Oba.